Welcome back, and in this video, I'll be giving you my top tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy A37 5G. Now, this is Samsung's mid-range phone, so it has some of the features of the flagship and but not all, which means it's just above your budget phones, which are the A17, A27, but it is still below the S26. So, the first step or the first thing that I normally like to do is simply ensure that I am getting my full 120 hertz refresh rate. So, start by opening up settings, and in the main settings menu, you want to go ahead and select display. Under display, you're going to scroll and choose the option motion smoothness. Then you should see adaptive. Now, if your phone is set to standard, you won't get that smooth 120 hertz refresh rate. You'll get the standard 60. So go ahead and ensure that you've set it to adaptive and tap on apply. Now you'll have that smoothness that you expect whenever you're using 120 hertz refresh rate. Something that you may not have thought about is that you can't change the screen resolution of your Galaxy A37 where you would on a flagship. And again, this is because this is a mid-range phone, not a flagship. Now, another thing that you would maybe like to customize whenever it comes to your display settings is to simply increase the touch sensitivity. Now, if you're someone who likes using your phone with a screen protector, then increasing the touch sensitivity is very useful. Normally, with screen protectors, it blocks some of the sensors when it comes to your screen. So, just increasing this by enabling touch sensitivity will help you a lot, especially with your screen protectors. Now from here, you can also choose to change your navigation. So if you prefer using buttons from your swipe gestures, you can always just select buttons. After a few moments, you should see the changes applied. If you're someone who prefers swipe gestures, you can go ahead and select that. Then you also have your circle to search feature here that you can choose to enable or disable and activate according to your preferences. Now, another thing I normally like to customize is my lock screen. So you're going to open up settings and you're going to go ahead and select lock screen and AOD, and you're going to ensure that the always on display is currently enabled. Now, always on display is a battery draining thing, but if you do want to keep it on, then the best way to stop it from draining too much battery while having it enabled is to simply set it to tap to show. Now, when you set it to tap to show, it means that the always on display only appears when you tap once on your dark screen, and then it will stay for like 2 3 seconds and then disappear after the always on display has run its course. And so that is the best way for you to have your always on display enabled and your clock available at the top of the screen while still preserving some of your battery life. Now, another thing that you can do on your lock screen is by adding your contact information. So by default, your lock screen has no contact information added, but in case something happens to your phone, say for example, you've lost it and you'd like someone to be able to easily find you, whether it's via email or phone number, just go ahead and select contact information, type in your information, and then select done. Now, whenever you glance at the lock screen, you can be able to see the information listed right there. Now, the next thing I normally like customizing whenever it comes to my Galaxy A37 is the actual device itself. So, say for example, you prefer to change your wallpaper, your app icons, just a lot of customizations that just make your phone yours. The easiest way to do so would just be long pressing on your home screen, and you can see all the customizations you can add. So you can change the wallpaper and style, so you can customize your wallpaper. You can even choose to apply a color palette to your phone based off of your wallpaper colors or basic colors, and you can even choose to apply that palette to your app icons. You can choose to change the theme should you wish to. So you can tap on themes like so. It will take you to the Galaxy theme store and allow you to choose from the different themes available. As well, you also have themes available for your wallpaper, for your themes, icons, and always on displays. So again, just go ahead and download something and try it out on your Galaxy A37 as you go through your customization journey. Now, on the lock screen, there's also a feature that allows you to change how the current clock is looking like. So you're going to long press on your lock screen, enter in your PIN, password, or pattern if applicable, then you're going to tap on your current clock. From here, you're going to select style and you're going to swipe through the different styles available. You also have the choice of putting on calendar if you really want to, but just go ahead and have fun when it comes to your various customizations. If you do need a more in-depth dive, I have those videos and I'll leave the playlist to any of the Galaxy A37 videos down below so that you can go ahead and customize to your liking. Then remember with every customization to just select the option done to apply the changes. Now, another thing you can do on your Galaxy A37 lock screen is changing these shortcuts. So, by default, these shortcuts are normally set to phone and camera. And whenever you swipe on that shortcut, it should launch that specific app on your phone. Or maybe open that specific shortcut, whether it's a torch or something similar on your phone. But if you want to customize those shortcuts, you're going to just open up your lock screen editor. So, fastest way to do so, lock screen, enter in pin, password, or pattern, and you're in editing mode. From here, you're going to tap on the shortcut you wish to change and just choose something that you'd prefer to set it to. So, say for example, we choose torch. You're going to tap on done like so. And now, whenever you swipe on that shortcut, you can see it activates whatever it is that you had selected. So it's a very useful thing that you can have enabled and at the swipe of your lock screen. If you ever want to shut it down, just swipe again and it should be turned off. The same thing on the other end. If you want to just launch it, swipe, and then swipe again to exit. Now, as we're on the topic of shortcuts, there's also another shortcut that you can be able to set on your Samsung Galaxy A37. Now, this is a different kind of shortcut. It's basically just customizing the side button, double press, so that it launches something that you'd prefer to set it to. Maybe it's a game or just your favorite app, quick launch, and you'll be having it open. In order for that to happen, you have to open up settings. Then you want to scroll and select advanced features. Choose the option side button and then select double press. Ensure that the double press feature is currently enabled, and then you can choose to set it to open up camera and what specifically you want in the camera, whether it's recording a video or taking a portrait image, or having it launch the torch, or even just having it open any app that's currently installed on your phone. So say for example, we wanted to launch YouTube Music. Now, whenever I double press on the side button like so, YouTube Music automatically opens up, giving me that small shortcut that I can be able to use. Now, one other feature that you might like is the secure folder. The secure folder is basically just a private safe where you can keep any items such as documents, apps, and unlock it so that you can stop people from being able to access it even if they have your phone. Now, creating a secure folder is a slightly longer topic. So I will leave that video linked down below, guiding you through that process. But once you've successfully created your secure folder and it's available on your phone, you'll be able to launch it and be able to use it at your leisure. So you just need to go ahead and find your secure folder. And then once you find your secure folder, go ahead and launch it and unlock it, and you'll be able to access any item that's currently in your secure folder. So you can see here, these are all the items that I currently have in my secure folder. And then I can just lock and exit and everything will be kept safe and sure. You can also choose to hide your secure folder if you're really proud and you really want to keep everything in your secure folder private. You can just go ahead and just select hide. So go to settings, and then you don't go to settings, you just tap on the three dots, select hide secure folder, and the secure folder will be hidden. So now it will disappear from your app screen or home screen. But when you swipe down for quick settings, you should be able to see the secure folder there and you can tap on it to launch it. Now, another feature that you can also use is called Song Search. Now, Song Search is available in quick settings. So you're going to swipe down for quick settings. Then from here, you should be able to find the option Song Search. If it's not yet listed immediately, you do need to add it. So you're going to tap on the edit icon and then select Add Control and look for Song Search, which is at the top, and select it. Then from here, you can go ahead and just adjust it to your liking, or you can even just add it to the top in your actual quick settings menu, like so. Then just select done. Tap on done again to apply the changes. And now swipe, select Song Search, and hum your simple tune or whatever it is that you want. And Song Search should be able to give you a result. So that's how you can use Song Search. You can even view your previous searches by tapping there and see any recent search history. Now, another feature that you as a gamer, if you are a gamer, might like to use is called pause charging while gaming. Now, this is basically just you're gaming and you don't want your battery to start overheating. It will pause or bypass the charging as you continue gaming while connected to your electrical connection. So the easiest way to enable this is to simply go ahead and open up the settings app on your phone. Then you want to scroll and select advanced features. From here, you're then going to look for game booster settings and you're going to select it. And then you should see the option pause USB PD charging when gaming. Now the only way to enable this feature is to start by connecting it to a power source like so. Then once it's connected and it can detect it's charging, you can just tap on the toggle to enable it. Now from here, you can go ahead and start gaming, whether it's heavy duty or light, and it will automatically stop charging your phone as you game. The minute you exit your game, it will resume normal charging, and this way it keeps your battery safe and secure even while you're doing some heavy duty gaming. Say, for example, you're playing Ark Knights or even Where Winds Meet. Now, another thing you might like to do is simply customize your screenshot and screen recorder settings. To do that, you're going to start by opening up settings, and in the main settings menu, again, you're going to select advanced features. From here, you're going to choose screenshots and screen recordings. Then you can see all the customizations that you can apply to your screenshots and screen recordings. So you can go ahead and apply them, either enabling or disabling specific features, and make the most out of the screenshots and screen recordings of your Galaxy A37. And so that's about it. That's what I normally customize whenever it comes to my Galaxy A37. But there is so much other things that you can be able to do with your phone. And if you have something that you think people would like to try out, feel free to leave them down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.